It is a joy to share this day with them. And the little friend. Cause as you know, Christmas is a love.
Boy, it's Christmas again.
It is a special gift from above.
Boy, it's Christmas again.
Christmas a good spirit in the air.
Boy, it's Christmas again.
To make each and everyone share.
Boy, it's Christmas again.
All little girls and boys playing with their brand new toys. Who are inside me that filled with joy.
Boy, it's Christmas again.
Oh, sing it with me.
Boy, it's Christmas again.
Come on, come let me see.
Boy,
Hey.
it's Christmas again.
Get it. Day by day, day, and yo, hey, give it.
99.9 WEFM. WhatsApp us or call us at 457-9997. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
Alrighty, the time here in SVG, it is 8:09, and we have in studio Dianna, Roleza, and Doc. Official good morning to you, Doc.
Good morning. I came in and I trespassed earlier on.
It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's fine.
Well, what a wonderful week. What a big week. You know, with some surprises. Some big surprises. Last night, I was looking for you, Roleza. I was looking for you at Cannon Bliss SVG finale down at the Addersville Sporting Complex, the Addersville Stadium. And then who ran up to me? Dianna, that was great seeing her. And then a piece of music came on.
Oh, Lord of mercy.
And she broke out. And she broke out.
That's the point. I didn't know Dianna. And then I'd seen this person on stage doing background singing. I didn't recognize that it was Dianna. I didn't know you were an entertainer, an artist, and all. Oh, gosh, man. But when she broke out, boy, Queens, you know, all you folks, if you see Dianna, I was trying to find my camera, but boy, no, I couldn't. It would have been looking bad if I pull out a camera and take a picture. It would look as if that's kind of like I'm doing it for blackmail or something.
Stalker vibes and thing.
We have a call.
But I would have loved to see you.
Hi, caller. Good morning.
Good morning, my sister, and good morning, Mr. Thompson, my sisters. I just wanted to ask you something. Do you know the current crime rate, homicide rate? Yes or no?
Who you asking? Me, Doc? Or who you asking?
Anybody, whether Mr. Thompson too.
No, you have the stats for us, not true?
Well, tell us.
Huh?
Tell us.
Yes,
You have the stats
well,
for us.
Actually, it's 41. Because I call them almost every other day.
Oh, the number.
Just confirmed it that it's 41. The lady said the last time it could have been 42. They're still waiting to say that. But I just want to say to you, it's not a matter of just Mr. Gonsalves, you know. I don't disrespect him, you know, I work hard to put him there. It's not that he is not talking about it. He is the Minister of National Security. But a professor came in 2018 and he was at the Methodist Church, and he gave a comprehensive analysis. I have the document. I send it to you. I send it to many of the radio stations. And he said that, you know, we are at a very serious chronic level that we can eclipse Jamaica and Trinidad. And we have done that. We are now 55 per 100,000. And, you know, last year when we were 55 per 100,000, think it was 64 per 100,000, you know. But you know what made the difference? The assault rate. That assault rate was 4,133. You know what the assault rate for July of this year? Because you see, you keep talking about Dr. Friday. This is Hammy. I give support to them, Brother Thompson. I give support to them 3 times. Dr. Friday, Leacock and Cummins and that political party, they trust me, and you said they're a far better job. So don't call them either. If you're going to blame Gonsalves, they are 100 times worse because they're basically not utilizing the very research officer They don't give issues. They talk, basically run down Labour people, and they're going to lose another election because they don't know politics. I have been warning them. They don't listen. I just want our country to understand that when we don't have a very good crime rate, there are going to be implications. And go back, I'm going to send a document to you. Mr. Belmar begged them in 2000. He said, God, all you help us here. We are having problems. They're breaking any of these. They come in from the mainland. And he said, if we do not act quickly, we're going to lose the yappies. And so said, so done. So when we have they make no sense before we and say, God, have this. And what about the reality that we have a National Commission on Crime Prevention? I listened to Mr. Small. He said, I'm going to be so much better than, the other lady that was there before. And when is the last time you heard him making a presentation? When is the last time you heard the commissioner come on? Don't just blame Gonzalez. You put people there to be able to do what is needed, to hold the crime down. And recommendations was made. We have to get these young people back to work. And we have to be very careful with the marijuana too, because the marijuana literally leads to exchange of guns. It's why we have so much guns in our country. So I'm not here to knock marijuana, but I believe in medicinal marijuana. And for me, we have 24 years of basically no professional analysis being adopted in order to help us. And so what's going to happen this year, we're going to eclipse. We're going to be number one again in the Caribbean for crime.
All right. Thanks for your contribution, Hamo. Thanks for your contribution. All right. He made some interesting points there. He did say that, yes, what it is that we may want to hear from the PM. The PM does have persons who are working with him, who he can delegate and who we can hear from. The point of not hearing from the National
Commission on Crime Prevention.
Right. In terms of their messaging getting out. I might be in agreement in that I haven't, at least maybe because I haven't gone looking. But maybe it's a case where I shouldn't necessarily have to go looking. It should just be directly there in my face as well, that I haven't seen a lot of it.
Roleza,
lot of that.
I think that everybody's correct. There needs to be some more expressions and so forth. But when a policy and a strategy is implemented on a Monday, you have to kind of wait for that strategy, those actions, those activities that you're taking to kind of set and slip in and so forth. You know what I mean? There's mobilizations, the finances, all this sort of thing. So the next week, somebody would want you to repeat the same thing or come with something new because the strategy you said you're going to do didn't work during that week. No, some of these strategies are short term, medium term, some are long term.
All right, we have another call. Hi, caller. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Morning.
I want to respond to Kingsley. The message is that Kingsley will have to wait a very long to see his prime minister in waiting. None of us is in any position to say when the prime minister should speak on ABC or D. The prime minister will determine when he speaks on whatever issue that he chooses to. The prime minister speaks on crime,
which is true. But won't you feel a little bit more assured that it is actually being seriously addressed if you hear him speak on it?
He's seriously addressing crime. You think the prime minister will sit down morning, noon, and night and know that every Monday morning that there's a crime?
No, but I'm not saying that he needs to address it every Monday morning. But
yeah, he will determine at the forum when he addresses crime or when he addresses any other issues. So I don't know, none of us is qualified to determine that.
I'm not sure. So I don't. For me, so morning, Mr. Marksman, I recognize your voice. I am not sure if it's a case where it's what was the word that you used? You said something. You use a word.
None of us is qualified.
Qualified, right? I don't think it's a matter of being qualified necessarily, but I do think that there is a bit more assurance that we feel when we hear things coming directly from the mouth of the PM.
Yes.
The Prime Minister assured us about education revolution. Why we not debating about that?
Because there isn't anything to debate with regards to that. He gets his commendations, particularly with regards to that, because we see that it's working for many persons.
But Kokala, listen, unfortunately, I think what's coming through is that if he talks on education, he should also slip in something on crime at the same time. You understand? Or if he talks on health, if he talks about a hospital, then he should also slip in something on crime because he's the Minister of National Security. But what people don't realize is that he is talking about it. He may be on another radio station talking about crime. It is how that is carried that somebody on this radio station may then, if the reporters, may carry something else that he said about some other subject. And so you don't necessarily hear him.
Yeah, but don't you think that's something as serious as crime that reporters, even if they listen to another radio station, they would actually report on that, stating that these are the words that the Prime Minister has said as a way to reassure us as citizens?
That is true. But what I'm saying is that
that is true.
But if he's talking about on education, and they are reporting on education, the things he says about crime at the same time, you say separately they report on that too. I'm saying to you that he would mention these things on crime and so, but it may not be the feature of what is covered at that particular time.
Doc, I want to believe that if there is anything said, that it would also be reported, because it is something that we don't hear a lot coming from him.
I think it's being expressed. The Prime Minister speaks a lot on a wide range of subjects.
All right, Maxman. Okay, Maxman,
yes, please.
You can continue, and we would continue off air. Well,
I think I made my case. But,
okay.
Kingsley will have to wait a very long time in the Prime Minister waiting.
Well, all right. This is your opinion. I'm going to leave you with your opinion. Everyone is entitled to an opinion. All right. So cool.
Right. Yes.
All right. Thank you.
All right then. Okay. Great. Yeah.
Bye.
I think there's just so many subjects that because you are Prime Minister, there are ministers under you. It doesn't mean that the only thing you're going to talk about is what's in your portfolio.
Correct, Doc. But do we hear enough about it? That's the point that I'm making.
But that's the point. In terms of what is reported as a headline and so forth, you may not hear it. You may not hear it. If you're covering and listening and so forth, your listening sphere may not be that unless something comes out as a headline. Now, he would have to say things that's as a headline that's then worth making it a headline instead of what else
Doc,
he's saying.
No, but Doc, don't you think that by now, if something was stated, at least even recently, that it would have been reported?
I'm not saying that. And the point I'm saying is that whether every single comment he makes on crime is not reported as a headline. If you understand what I'm saying.
So you think is
every comment he makes on crime,
so it doesn't become a story by itself. That's what you mean.
It may not necessarily become a story because he's reinforcing what he might have said last week or last month, or whatever the case might be. But he's also talking about something else that is the headline, and therefore that gets the feature. And journalists and reporters have a limited, narrow time, a few seconds, a few minutes, to basically craft something, and therefore, it does not necessarily get the feature it should.
I don't know if I totally. You want to say something, Dianna?
Oh no, just saying there's a caller.
All right. Yeah. Hi, caller. Morning. Hello. Good morning.
Yeah. The Prime Minister said the same thing on all the radio stations he go. Said the same thing. So it's not that he said something on one station and he didn't mention it on the other. He said the same thing. Dr. Thompson have to defend the USP. Let me tell you. Now, Dr. Thompson have qualification that he could walk anywhere around the world that he choose. He loved being in St. Vincent. He loved the job that he have. He's defending everything he said. He can't criticize the USP because if he was to criticize the USP or disagree, when he come in Monday morning, somebody else would be in that chair as chairman of the Cannabis Authority. And he loves his job and he loves to be in St. Vincent.
Well,
that he has to defend that.
Well, boy, I tell you something. I love Kamala Harris. I am a Democrat.
You see,
I love that too. Listen,
Me too.
Queens,
He tried to
no,
switch, you see?
Queens,
He
I know you
said,
don't vote for Trump. I know you don't vote for Trump long time. You know, because you are a woman in the White House. You know what I mean?
I'm hoping there's a song that, oh, what a beautiful morning, oh, what a beautiful day. I got a beautiful feeling, everything's going my way. And I hope I could sing that song with the Trump.
That's good.
All right. Thank you, Queens.
But I know what you're doing there, Dr. Thompson. You're diverting, but I know what you're doing. Have a good morning. Bye.
Bye. All right. I don't know, Doc. I'm not in total agreement with you there, and which is fair because we can't have opposing opinions. But I want to believe that if it is said, even if and reporters are always looking for stories. So I don't want to think that even if the PM slipped in saying something that won't become a story by itself. I think that's it would.
No, I'm saying the story.
Yeah,
by
but you're
itself.
saying headline. You're saying you use the word headline.
When you listen to the PM, tell me the PM speaks on 15, 16 different
and
subjects.
something as serious as crime, Doc.
No, something as serious as crime. He often will say, well, the thing I said last month, we're still following up on that. We're repeating that. We're reinforcing this. Those policies are in place and so forth. You may not necessarily see the effect. Another murder takes place. People say, well, what you were thinking and you were saying last month should have had effect. We should have had a complete stoppage of murders and so forth. You know what I mean? But I don't think
I'm not sure if persons have that that expectation when you put a policy in place last week or last month that you expect it to totally take fold in a month's time.
Thank you very much, Roleza.
But I don't think that anybody has that. Who has that expectation?
No, but I'm saying the following week when the murder comes, they said, well, I haven't heard the Prime Minister again.
Maybe because we haven't heard what steps are going to be taken to address it.
Oh, gosh, that's the point I'm saying. What step? They've made lots of things on what steps they're addressing, but those steps will take their necessary course. What you're asking for is new steps every time there.
No, I just want to hear an address coming from him stating what is being done, and even if he has to repeat what was already said.
Not the Commissioner of Police, it come from him.
The reason why I'm saying that is because we tend to hear the PM speaking on a lot of issues, Doc. Whether or not it's his portfolio or not, we hear him speaking.
But you also want to hear from the Commissioner of Police, and you also want to the National Commission on Crime.
Correct.
And guess what? How often do we want to hear them? We don't want to hear them once. We want to hear them how often? Maybe once
frequently,
a month?
at least frequently, so that we know that it's being taken seriously.
Yes, that's right. Okay.
This is also great. Now you're just telling me yes to keep me quiet.
No, I'm agreeing with you. I'm getting your policy.
I've had persons do me that yes to keep me quiet before.
As a doctor, I would put a patient on some medication. And I'm saying, listen, I want you to take this medication for this period of time. Matter of fact, you have to take this medication. 5 days later, the patient will come back. Doc, things ain't work yet. What happened? I stopping this medication. He said, no, please continue the medication. It may take a couple of months and so to see the full effects and so forth. You know, that's all the point I'm making. But the person may come back another 5 days. Doc, I stopped that medication. I gone somewhere else and so forth. That is something that often takes place. And I think that's the pattern that I'm hearing you suggest in relation to crime. The statements on crime, because you want him to reinforce what he said already. But I was curious what you say. You have not heard any strategies and policies and actions that is supposed to be taken on crime. I'm very surprised that you're saying that.
I think so. I think when was the last press conference? If I'm incorrect, then somebody could correct me. But the last time I heard the PM in a press conference addressing crime, I'm sure that it was last year when there were the 5 murders. Right? I think that is the last time. But it has been escalating again this year, and
well, listen,
right?
Listen,
so
that is something I can't respond to that, and I'm sure the fact checkers and so forth will check to see if the last time the Prime Minister spoke on crime was last year, 2023.
As in to call a press conference, I say,
a press conference, or if he has spoken at a press conference. Prime Minister has many press conferences. Reporters ask questions. Does a representative from WEFM go there? Roleza, do you normally go there? Or Dianna, do you go there?
No, but you could say that I'm still very much in tune.
Yes, okay.
All right,
But
I don't
no,
have to be present to know what is being reported.
No, I only ask that
Mm.
because the reporters have an opportunity to ask on crime. And if he skirts the issue, if he hasn't answered the question, if you're saying the Prime Minister hasn't had a press conference for 2024, then I think the fact checkers will check that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm open to being corrected if that is
I
the
tell
case.
you have to say open because the Prime Minister has had numerous press conferences. It just, I'm saying, you
She's
may
saying
not,
about crime.
I know, but I'm saying that you may not necessarily
Okay, so
have heard that. You may not
There's a
necessarily
call.
have heard.
Let's see if this person is a fact checker.
All right, Colin, you have 1 minute, please, okay?
Yes, very quickly. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I'm not a fact checker, but I want education is very important. Many of the young persons who commit offenses who are already incarcerated have very poor education. They're school dropouts in most cases, or had family homes, or whatever. And this needs to be addressed at a very early stage. We need some psychologists, psychotherapists. Many of these young persons, and older persons too, need the help, and it's not happening. And education, learning to read and comprehend is the most important thing. And that's why many of these young men are dropping out, because the system is not addressing their needs adequately. I have lots of information about this, but I just want to put that forward, that even though we talk, it's not going to make any difference until we put in place the necessary procedures to enable these individuals to proceed in society and become good readers, good comprehenders. And we must use critical thinking in schools, and we don't encourage it. But anyway, thank you very much. Goodbye.
You're welcome. All right. All right. I will say this one thing with regards to what the caller said, that there are opportunities available for persons, and it also goes back to parents as well in terms of taking advantage of certain initiatives. But persons also have to want to take advantage of opportunities as well, too, right? So while the opportunities may exist, persons within themselves have to see the value in it and make use of the opportunities.
Yeah.
Hi, caller. This Coates.
Hi, good morning.
All right, lovely. Okay, great. Good morning.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. And what about you?
I'm wonderful.
Okay. Go right ahead and tell us. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just want to say good morning to all the listeners of WEFM. You know, I've Coates Ready Cash. We always doing big things. You can be renovating, you need extra money, you need vehicle parts, your insurance run out, anything you need at all, Coates Ready Cash, we've got you covered. So the requirements are simple and easy. You need 2 forms of IDs, a most recent job letter, a most recent salary slip, a most recent utility bill in your name, no deposit needed, and just like that, you can get a loan with Coates Ready Cash. I know there are persons who may not have a utility bill in their name, so they can use a bank or credit union statement. Once it has the address of where they're currently living, we accept that as proof of address as well. We have payday loans, where you can get a loan of up to $1,000. You repay this loan within 3 months. This loan is absolutely interest-free. You don't have to worry about the interest. You take it to $1,000, you pay back in 3 months. No interest. That is something to think about. It's basically like a pick-me-up. You want something to take you throughout the rest of the month, or you just, some unforeseen expenses came up, you just need a little cash, just check us out. We do business loans as well, but the requirements for this is a little bit different. Of course, you would need 2 forms of IDs. Your business must be in operation for at least a year, so you'd have to present the business certificate along with the application for registration for the business, the utility bill where the business is located. You present your proof of sales and purchases for at least 3 months, 6 months bank statement as well, And for persons who don't deposit monies in the bank or who don't bank, once you have your receipt book, whether you have a notebook, any of the documents that you record your information in, just bring your book. We will work along with you. For the business loans, we lend up to $27,000. So anything you want to do with your business, expand, add stock, we got you. We also do an agriculture fund. So this is geared towards persons in the agriculture sector, the farmers, the fisher folk, and the interest is way lower. So just come on down, visit our office. We are located opposite the post office. Speak to Miss Williams, the microfinance officer. She would fix you up nice for the agriculture fund and the business loans. We are located opposite the post office, like I said, the only blue building opposite the post office. We're open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. We're closed on Saturdays, but what we do, we go out into the community, we spread awareness about our products and our services, speak to the people, try to get the business to come, well, not the business to come in, but we're going to them. Mm-hmm. But this month, we have a promotion. You take your loan from the 1st of November to the 30th of November, and you pay nothing down till January. So you don't have to worry about the financial burden during the holiday season, and you get ready. Black Friday is coming up. Mm-hmm. There are big sales, there are discounts. So you won't miss out because you don't have the funds. Just come and get your funds early so you can, capture these deals.
Mm-hmm. Yes, please. Uh-huh.
Yeah. We can be contacted at 494-5380. You can find Grenadine, Instagram, ReadyCashSVG, or www.shopquotes.com. So the phone number 494-5380, you can call us directly, you can message us, WhatsApp, everything. Just reach out to us. Just remember, with Quotes Ready Cash, you can get your loan interest-free, the pay loan that is, hassle-free, no down payment needed, and you get your loan same day as well. That is something to think about.
And
you're getting cash.
Right.
You don't have to stand up in the long bank lines to change a check. You're walking out with cash. That is something to think about.
Mm-hmm. And also, if we take a loan, I think it's of a minimum 3,000.
That was a different promotion.
Oh, it was.
Yes,
girl, I just remember the 25,000. Okay.
That was a different promotion.
Okay.
Our promotion last month where you get to win the living room makeover. Mm. We would be doing the draw. I think it would be this week. So we would have a winner soon.
Okay.
For the Win Your Living Room Makeover for last month's promotion. So
all right.
That is something coming. A lucky winner will be getting that lucky call.
Okay. Right, I did. All right. So thank you very much for joining us again on a Monday morning, and we look forward to hearing from you again next Monday.
Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. All right. And
bye.
Bye. And that was our Quotes desk for I nearly said July boy. Wow. Monday the 4th of November 2024.
Make home yours every day with Quotes. Oh yeah. Get value for your money.